Well, hello there guys, and welcome to part 2 of Bite the Bullet in our Scourge of War Gettysburg Let's Play. We're of course just playing one battle here to start off with, although if you guys enjoyed the Scourge of War, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. This lets me know that you guys want to see more of this game, and I will obviously make that happen as best as I can. Now it looks like we're obviously trying to stop the Confederates over here on the front, but as you guys can see over here on the right side, we've had some Confederates actually attempt to cross the river and attack us. And I want to make sure that our guys know what they're doing over here and know how to defend against these guys. I also want to bring this group over here. I want to make sure they're in a line formation, which they already are, to help assist us in fighting off this rebel attack. Really, our only job right now is to not let these rebels through. So I'm keeping my position. I'm firing at the enemy. They've got some pretty good cover in this tree line, but I'm guessing that we also get a cover bonus for being in front of the fence here. Although we're taking some pretty nasty hits over here on 17th Connecticut. And we may have to try something out differently eventually. As you can see, our guys over here are moving into position. It looks like the 25th Ohio. And if we could get them over here to sort of face towards the enemy, maybe we could get some flanking shots on the enemy's right. There we go. The enemy's bringing more Confederates to the fight, guys. As you can see over here, these units have pulled back a bit because they've taken some tremendous losses. But it looks like the enemy has some fresh troops on the way. We've got the 61st Georgia, we've got the 21st Georgia, and we've got the 38th Georgia. So all of these guys are coming from Georgia, and they're ready to kill some Yankees. We need to be very careful and basically just keep our eyes out. Looks like these guys are holding up the line pretty well. Let's see, the 107th Ohio, but I'm not sure whether or not they can hold it against that many reinforcements. The enemy is really going heavy on reinforcements for this battle, and that's going to hurt us a lot. Look over here. Okay, beautiful. These guys are getting into position. And like I said, we may actually go for these guys right here. Our cannons are actually firing at them. But I think what I want to do is actually bring these guys over here. And I don't want to focus on this enemy over here if possible. Alright, those reinforcements are arriving. Come on, boys. Let's get a line infantry shot. So look and see how our boys are fighting. Obviously, these guys in the center have been through hell and back, but they've got to hold that position if we want to win this battle. Let's take a look here. All of these Ohio boys are going to get some sort of commendation at the end of this fight. We'll look over here at the Confederates. It looks like they're moving up closer, guys, as you can see. And eventually, this line is going to break. I really want to bring someone to replace it. I'm thinking of even grabbing these guys to replace the line. And actually, I want these guys to go ahead and wheel to the right, wheel to the left, excuse me, so that they're aiming directly at the enemy troops right there. It looks like the enemy is prepared to fight. They're deep down there in that river, and I'm hoping that because of that, we can get some pretty effective fire and eventually throw them out of here. Come on, boys. All right, here we go. Our men are getting ready to fire, as you can see, loading up those rifles for a devastating shot at the enemy. And now that we're actually firing at the Confederacy's left flank, we should be able to get more shots. Unfortunately, my men do not want to follow my orders. They really are tempted to attack the enemy infantry position over here, and I don't want them to, but it seems that they don't give a damn. I could lock the order, but they know something I don't, so I'm going to go ahead and let them do that. We're actually having better luck over here by the river and fighting the enemy, and you can see that just with the amount of Confederate bodies down here, but they're also really stacking their men in that position. And there we go. As you can see, one of our divisions has already kind of fallen back a little bit. They haven't completely fallen back, but it's certainly time to come up with a new plan. I'm going to take these guys right here, and I'm going to move them up here as soon as possible. Come on, boys. I'm not sure what I should do with the cannons, but maybe we could put one of the cannons here. Let's try that. And we'll grab this other cannon, and we can maybe put this cannon maybe here. As you can see, one of our smaller divisions is running right here. They don't have the stomach for the fight, and that is the 68th New York. Come on, boys, you're making me look bad here. But they are going to pull back, and look, as long as we can keep these rebels back, we're going to win. It doesn't matter how many men we lose, but we really need those reinforcements. And at this point, I'm pretty sure that if we don't get reinforcements, that's going to be it for us during this battle. What's going on over here? No, that's not ours. It's just a supply wagon. Oh, come on, send me reinforcements. What's wrong with you? And here we go. We've got a Confederate brigade getting behind us here, guys. This is not good news. Hopefully they're going to take a while to get into position there, but they're definitely slowly but surely breaking down our lines. We may just be dealing with too many rebels, really, to be able to put up a decent fight. boys. If anything, I'm thinking that we may need to do something drastic, maybe a charge towards the enemy lines, because at this point, it's not looking good. Let's actually stop this cannon right here. Stop, cannon, stop. I hope they can fire from there. Come on, boys, hit those Confederates. They're moving really quickly. This may be an attempt at a charge. I'm not sure, but you know what? We're going to do the same. Let's go ahead. Come on, boys. Looks like they're charging the wrong unit, but that's okay. They're going to turn back and charge the correct one eventually. Let's move up here. All right, there we go. Nasty little fight here between our guys. And there we go, our enemy, or I should say our allied troops are moving in here. But I do think they're going to get kind of stuck. And more than likely, they're going to end up surrendering to the enemy here, because they are totally stuck and hemmed in here by all these Confederates. All right, there we go. It looks like even the commander's got his saber raised above his head. He wants us to carry out that fight, and I'm hoping this will definitely at least confuse the Confederates. There's actually some of them are dropping right now. You can see that Confederate commander pulling back a little bit, but I think that those reinforcements are going to come in and help the enemy really secure this close combat situation. There we go, our boys are running back. They may very well be surrendering, actually. Let's take a look over here. I'm starting to think we may have to go ahead and do a nice charge all across the line. Again, if we don't beat them here, we lose. Let's go ahead. Charging. Grab these guys. Charging. So this is one huge line of Union men charging down at the Confederates. I don't know if we'll make it, but this is our last hope for this battle. And obviously, if we do not succeed in this charge, I will end the battle so we can take a look at the casualty report. But it does look like the Confederates have a lot of men here prepared for the fight. And I'm just hoping that our men have a bigger stomach for the fight than the enemy. Come on, boys. Looks like we're also fighting these guys out over here that have flanked us. Take a look at the left side. All right, the enemy, as you can see, has broken through fully. We've only got 1 or 2 units left. One of them is actually pulled back. So it's really up to our men over here on the charging line as to whether or not we can win this fight. There we go. The guys are definitely exchanging blows. A lot of men falling at this point, of course. But it doesn't look like our boys can hold. And they will be pulling back here. Hopefully not as a surrender, but certainly as a withdrawal. Thankfully, over here, we actually managed to pull the enemy back. But again, I'm not sure how effective that's going to be, and it looks like our men are going to go ahead right away and charge into this next enemy unit, the 26th Georgia. It seems like we are facing entirely troops from Georgia, which is pretty interesting. And there we go, our men have pulled back once again, but look at that pile of bodies. So next time, what can we learn for next time? If you guys have any opinions or suggestions, you can drop them down below, of course. Always willing to hear what you guys have to say, and I really appreciate it. But it looks like we have been trapped here by the Confederates. I don't see how this battle could possibly go any other way but a defeat, especially after those 2 failed charges. I like to think we scared the hell out of the enemy. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the actual end result is of this battle. We'll go ahead and end the battle, and yes, we will confirm a resignation. And actually, that was a draw, but it was only a draw because I quit before the enemy was able to take back the victory location. We'll take a look here at the battle details, and it looks like the enemy casualties were 1,085, and our casualties were 797. Our men definitely were getting better shots off, so there should have been some way that we could have won that battle. I'm thinking maybe we should have moved those cannons up closer to our men, but I'm not really great. Apparently, our defensive style was good, leadership was good, but sometimes you just can't beat the enemy. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that battle with Major General Carl Schurz, and with the 11th Corps, Ohio men, of course, and New York men. And if you did, make sure to leave a comment down below, and always share the channel if you get a chance. That's my bread and butter. Thank you, guys. Take care. Have a great day.